Start with opening statement. Any questions?
Yeah, just first, just want to commend Kenny and his team. They are so good. You know, that team averages 10 made threes a game. They're really good in transition. Obviously, Georgia's really good. Like, she'll make you not sleep for 3 nights before you play them. And then, it's not like Deja can't shoot it. She's, you're talking about 2 kids averaging 3 makes a game. And then even their bigs can stretch you out a little bit. And so they're really a good offensive team. I mean, I'm really proud of my kids tonight, y'all. They held them to 49 points. Like, you don't do, they're obviously not doing that standing around in a 2-3 zone play and hope you miss defense. And our kids really played hard and really intentional, I thought. We had 20 points off turnovers. I thought we were really intentional on that end. Had pretty good defensive execution, and then offensively, we got the ball to the right people. Book's 9 for 18, Taylor 6 for 12, and Kyla's 5 for 9. So my two-headed monster goes 11 for 21. Just, really did a good job. Jordan, uncharacteristic tonight, going 0 for 7. She's been shooting the ball really well. And proud of our third quarter. We did not come out in the South Carolina game in that third quarter. They opened up on a 6-0 run. I had to call timeout. So we talked about that. We came out tonight and really jumped on them and then had a 24-10 third quarter. So, my team is they're tough. I have to commend them. I don't think we had our best tonight. I think we're a little tired. We've had so many good teams. It's our third in a row of back-to-back-to-back, 2 top 10s and a top 20 in Vanderbilt. And so this is part of a 4-game murderer's row for us. And this was number 3. So I'm really proud of my kids. Like, I got some young ladies that they're just stinking tough, y'all. Like, they're competitors. I didn't think we had as our juice tonight. I think we're a little tired. I'm just trying to, if I can get through Sunday, next week's our bye week. We haven't had a bye week. We gave up one of our 2 bye weeks when we played Maryland up in the Coretta Scott King Classic in January. So my kids need it. So just really proud of them. Thought they found a way to get through a tough first half and then really came out in the second half. So we'll try to get out of here tonight, get home, and obviously then the next one, who do we have Sunday?
LSU.
Okay, so there you go. We got LSU on Sunday. So, yeah.
Questions?
Coach, you spoke to the toughness of your team tonight, but that fourth quarter when Kentucky opened on the 10-0 run, will you speak to the response and what you said in that timeout?
Yeah, again, I love the response. I probably should have called the timeout a little quicker. I like to see it, I like to let them, I feel like I got a veteran group and they can play through some of that. We did not play through it, so I had to use a timeout. And then our response, I think we got booked the ball 3 straight times down in the short corner and just really did a nice job offensively executing our offense. They were in zone, and we got her some really good looks. And then I think she missed a little baby jumper in the lane. That was a great look. So we executed. That's what you want to see. When you have somebody make a little run like that, we come out of the timeout, and our kids executed, where we did a good job of getting us in the right play, and then our kids executed the play. So, again, a great response. You knew Kentucky was going to make a run. Again, really good team. They're not number 8 in the country for nothing. Offensively, they're just so good. Like, it's really a nightmare trying to get ready and prepare for them and take away the 3-point line. We did a great job, held them to 3 for 15. So, and kept them off the glass. We got them on the glass and kept them off the glass.
Coach, at the end of the game or after the game, you had a lengthy conversation with Coach Brooks. Just wondering if you could share any details about what that conversation was like.
Y'all in coaching, we can get really wrapped up as coaches in our job, in our kids, and sometimes it can get a bit overwhelming. I'm one of these guys that I'm in it to win it. Like I'm trying to win the last one. I'm trying to help these kids get ready for the real world, and so I live and die with every play they make, good, bad, or indifferent. And my message to him was the best thing, one of the best things of the night was hearing that his wife was cancer-free. I told him, I said, when I get overwhelmed, I call my son. I have twins. Obviously, Coach Schaefer Jr. is on the bench, but her twin brother almost lost him when he was 14. He's my miracle. Horrific accident, on life support 4 days, intensive care for 11. Took him to Tier in Houston, couldn't walk, couldn't talk, couldn't hold a fork in his right hand, drooling out the left side of his mouth. My skinny-waisted, broad-shouldered 14-year-old baseball player. 28 days later, he walks out of there like nothing happened to him. Got his degree in 3.5 years, a master's in another 1.5 years. He walk in that door right now, down, y'all never know anything happened to him, but he had a horrific brain injury. And so when I get overwhelmed, I call to hear his voice. And so that's what I shared with him, is that, man, when you need to be grounded, you take a look at your beautiful bride, you make that phone call and listen to her voice, and it really brings things to perspective. And, we both have great teams. We both have great young ladies on our teams. We were talking today at shoot-around. We both shared how we both love our kids. Like, I love going to work every day and seeing these kids. Like, and it's not like that, y'all, all the time, unfortunately. But I have great kids, and he does too, and we both shared that. So it's, we love what we do. We're passionate. We obviously want to win and be the best we can be, but boy, sometimes it can get really overwhelming, and on those days, that's what we kind of talked about.
Rory, I'll ask you this because this is your 4th season now in a Texas uniform, 4 straight 25-win seasons for this program. What is it about the culture of this team and then this roster specifically that's allowed this team to be so successful against high-level competition?
3 words, it's definitely not 3 words, but I'm thinking the standard is the standard. That's just something we live by. He comes in with like thoughts of the days, and we don't let those kind of brush over our back or ignore it like one ear out the other. We definitely take those very personal because they're very inspirational, and they mean a lot to us. And he has a lot of expectations, and that's what I expected coming here. Playing for Coach Schaefer, I came here because I know he knows how to win, and definitely proven it the last 4 years I've been here. And I'm just super proud of my teammates and just everybody, like the staff. Like, the preparation is unlike any other. And I'm realizing as we continue throughout the season, like, it's really the preparation. Like, it truly is. Like, we truly have to prepare because at the end of the day, like, we're going to be playing against teams that are going to be as skillful as us. It's who's mentally going to be prepared and who's going to hit first. So that comes with preparation. So.
Yeah, this is for any of the players, and Vic, you can chime in too, but Georgia Amore has been on a tear lately, and I didn't know how much stopping her specifically is part of the game plan coming in for an opposing team, opposing coach.
I think you just can't just like put one play on her and expect them to stop her. I think it has to be team defense. It's a team game. I think we've been prepared for this moment before. We had a team like that not too long ago, Bama team, great point guard Zay Green, and I think that game kind of taught us our team defense is good when we play as a team, and we take away their space. And I just think this game right here was the same way. Georgia, she creates for her team. She's an amazing point guard. And I just think, Rory, she's like the best defender, I think, But Georgia, she's a great great point guard too. So, you know, I think just coming to this game, our preparation was team defense, you know, help the helper, stuff like that, you know, midline, just, you know, the details of defense. And, I mean, that's just our preparation for her.
Yeah, we talked a lot about her. I mean, you have to. She's hunting baskets for herself, and she's hunting them for her teammates. So when the ball's in her hands, you've got to be ready. And again, I'm really proud of my team because, and again, I have a little bit of a veteran team, but they understand it. Rory always welcomes guarding the other team's best player, you know, if they're a guard. She doesn't back away from that. Jordan Lee doesn't as a freshman. And so, you know, a lot goes into it. When you have a player like her, boy, she's, you know, you got to make sure that you're handling her because she's hunting baskets for her team and for herself.
This one's for you, Coach, and Kayla. Claire Strack, Tiani Key, Clara Silva are big, but Kayla made them look fairly small today. Can you talk about her game and why was it so easy for you guys to score inside?
Yeah, so Kyla, yeah, that's okay. Kyla and Taylor, my two-headed monster, are just really doing a great job. I wouldn't say it was easy. I think if you ask Kyla, you know, she usually gets beat up a little bit night in, night out. And but I think to Kyla's credit, she's learned how to play through some of that, and you know, she's learned to not be the bull in the china cabinet she can be sometimes. You know, she can break every dish in a deal if you let her. And I think she's learned to maneuver and navigate down there without just blowing somebody up. And so really proud of her. That's part of her growth. I think our coaches are doing a great job with her and Taylor. You know, bigs have been something that we've always been good at developing, and Kyla's going to fall right in line with those that we've had. And I tell you what, I'm dang glad she's on my team. I would not like to have to try to figure out how to stop her.
To add on to that, with Taylor starting and, you know, tiring them out, I go in and add fuel to the fire that she already created. So that's what makes it easier for me. I go in, dominate, bully. Coach says not to be too physical because sometimes I could get too physical and it gets against me. But honestly, okay. But honestly, I just go in, no one can stop me except me, and just going to do my job that Coach wants me to do.
Yeah, Nick, you've been in this building many times before, but this is Kentucky's first loss in a revamped historic Memorial Coliseum. What do you think about the new building, and how do you feel being the spoiler?
Yeah. Well, first of all, the building's beautiful. They've done a great job with it, and you know, you're right. I've been in old historic Memorial before, and this is new historic Memorial, and it's really pretty. They've done a great job with it. You know, it can get loud if you let it. We didn't let it get very loud today. And so, again, it's my team. You have to give them credit. I mean, I tried to tell them the thought for today was, let's make sure we don't learn in the lesson. And they really took that. And, you know, again, I'm just worried about them and not taking this moment in time, this team, for granted. It's so hard to win. It's so hard to win here. So hard to go on the road against a top 10 and win. And just wanting them to understand that. And I knew Coach Brooks and his team were so good. So you got to give them the credit. I mean, they came out and played really, really well. And, you know, we've had some success this year and spoiled some other places too. And that's how good this team is. You know, they keep surprising me a little bit.
Everybody good?
Hey, I appreciate this room. I appreciate your coverage for women's basketball. Appreciate your coverage tonight of our two teams. And again, it doesn't go unappreciated by us. And you all be safe. Praise the Lord and hook 'em horns.
Thank you.